Hey, what's poppin'? So, I'm gonna be doing a 15-minute rapid COVID test for you. Yes, I am. I got these from the health department. They gave me 6 free tests to have my kids retested once they tested positive. So, I'm gonna do this at-home test for you. But first, we're gonna talk about my COVID experience real quick. My COVID escapades. Covina escapades going on around these pots. So, first I want to tell you about how it happened, and then we'll get into doing the test, alright? So bear with me. We're going to have a little chit-chat first. Hey, what's poppin'? So, I'm going to be doing a 15-minute rapid COVID test for you. Yes, I am. I got these from the health department. They gave me 6 free tests to have my kids retested once they tested positive. So I'm going to do this at-home test for you. But first we're going to talk about my COVID experience real quick. My COVID escapades. Covina escapades going on around these pots. So first I want to tell you about how it happened, and then we'll get into doing the test, alright? So bear with me. We're going to have a little chit-chat first. So again, these were free from the health department. We had been getting tested frequently at the local doctor's office. The kids each go to a different doctor, so it's kind of annoying, but they each have their own testing site for their doctor's office. So, and I go to the same doctor as AJ, so we go to the same place. But actually, mine was in the front, his was in the back, which was weird, but just happened to be that way. They have 2 spots. So when my daughter tested positive at her doctor's office appointment, the health department, the CDC, called and said the other kids should not be in school and that I had to come there. So when I went there, they gave me these tests. There's also tests you can get online if you type in Freecovidtests.gov or .gov or whatever. You can get 4 free tests for your address, home address. So those you can do too. I'll put the address down below for you guys so you can do that if you want. But yes, so like I said, so Nalia wasn't the first one though, Angel was. So I'm going to tell you the story in a second. So today's video is going to be something a little different. My kids recently tested positive for COVID. Angel was the first one, actually. Right around Christmas time, his mom got COVID, and we were there on Christmas Day for a few hours. Within like a week or so, Angel had tested positive for COVID, but he was the only one in the house that was positive for COVID, so he like wore his mask and whatever. But even sleeping in the same bed and everything, until we found out I did not get COVID. So I don't know. And the kids tested negative. I had him tested twice in the same week that he was tested positive, just because I was worried. And they did have like they were sick. They didn't have symptoms. Let me get that straight. They were sick. Like, my son's always sick. I swear his immune system is like whatever, my 8-year-old. He is sick no matter what. You go to a park, he's sick the next day. Throwing up, headache, whatever. He's always sick. So he always has issues going on. So I'm like, well, let's just test AJ because he was around Grandma the most at her house that day anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they all tested negative. Until now, like 15, 16 days later, I'm thinking my daughter has mono because she's sleeping 16 hours a day in there. My Tevaariss was too, but not as much. I just think he was bored. But Nali was like literally sleeping. Like, I would wake her up, tell her to come downstairs so she could eat or something, and she'd fall asleep at the table. So I'm like, what the hell? Then I read on Facebook that a couple of kids at the same school had mono. So I'm like, you think mono is actually around still? I thought that was like 20 years ago, but I guess a couple of kids tested positive for mono. So I called the doctor, and they were like, yeah, we could give her a blood test, but it's a blood test. So before that, we want her to go have another COVID test. And I'm like, she just had one Thursday. Like, literally, this is Tuesday. She had one Thursday. They were like, yeah, but it's the timing. Everything's about timing. So I'm like, okay. Sure enough, Wednesday morning, bring, Nalia was positive for COVID. This just happened last week. So my kids were all at school already, and I didn't think that it mattered because on Thursday the week before they were all negative. So It's like ridiculous how this shit works. So I don't know. It's just hard to call it. Like, for real, it's hard to call it. Anyway, so the CDC does call you. People told me it's not true. Angel never got the call. So I guess they just pick and choose. Maybe because I have a bunch of kids in different schools. They called me up. They said, your daughter has COVID. The other kids should not be in school. So I was like, okay, well, this was Wednesday now. Or Thursday, probably. Because it took a few days for them to call me. Even though the doctor had told me the day before. So she wasn't at school. I had to go to the school and pick up Ari, and they were like, well, if it's easier for you to come here to the health department, then just go get the kids at school and bring them straight to the health department. So I'm like, okay, well, Tay had already had appointments scheduled for noon at GCC, the college. They do testing there for free, so I didn't bring Tay. Plus, he was taking a test at school that he needed to take before midterms or whatever, for midterms. So I just left Tay. I grabbed Ari and AJ from school, and we went to the health department, and we all took these 15-minute tests. Not these ones exactly, but there's something like this that the CDC uses, the health department. These ones I got free from them after to retest the kids and myself within 5 days, because I tested negative, Ari tested negative. AJ, before they tested AJ first. She did his test. It's a 15-minute thing. She swabs him. She puts it into the thing. It's not like this one, you'll see. It's like a stick, you stick it into it, and then you lift the package and you see the results. AJ's results went orange all the way up before she even opened the second package for me to do mine. She was like, he's super positive. So, yep, 2 of the kids tested positive for COVID now. So then me and Ari are waiting for our 15 minutes, and she's like, well, it's already been 17 minutes, and you guys don't have results yet, so you guys can go, and I'll just email you the results. And I'm like, weird. AJ's came up within like 30 seconds, but yet mine and Ari's don't even come up. Well, we both tested negative anyway. It took 27 minutes to get negative results, but we were negative. So Nali and AJ are positive, and me and Ari are negative. So then we come home, and instead of going to GCC, since I got 6 free tests from the lady, because there's 2 in each bag, 2 tests in each bag, I'm like, fuck it, we don't have to go to GCC. I canceled this appointment, and I did them at home. But he never read the directions, and I wasn't in the bathroom with him at the time. I walked in after. He had already said he swabbed. I don't know if he swabbed up high enough, because this one says you have to go 2/3 of the way up and stuff, so I don't know if he did it high enough. Either way, his came back negative, so I don't know. My brother and a lot of people don't think these home tests work, because Marianne had gotten a few too from her mom, and hers were negative too, so it's like, I don't know. But my brother thought everybody would come back positive, so I don't know, he's just an asshole. My brother's an asshole, and he's a conspiracy theorist or whatever. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm going to take a test right now for you after that 5 minutes of chit-chat, but whatever. We're about to take a self-home test. Oh yeah, so this one has the one that my son took in it. See, negative is a C. This is how you test negative. This looks like a pregnancy test, but it's a COVID test. So, we are going to quickly read the directions again, and then we're going to follow what we have to do. Alright, so this is the part that Tay messed up on. He never pulled this out of the box until I came in the bathroom. He was just thinking that you took the Q-tip and you touched it on the test. And I was like, how? If you didn't have any snots or anything. Like, there's nothing that could get there. So, like I said, and there's some weird line on his, too. I don't know if that's a... Like I said, I don't think he did it right. But we're going to read the directions now. Antigen rapid test. 1 test pouch, 1 tube, 1 swab. That's what you need. Okay. Go 3. My nose is running now, so that's a good time to do it. When you have, like, liquidy stuff. If your nose is super dry, like Tay's was, I don't know if that works. But you go 3/4 of the way up. This one is a long one. You have to go up, up, up. So then you have to stir it 15 times in the liquid before you squeeze it into the bottle. That's the difference. So this is what we're about to do, okay? I have my little table I brought out. I'm going to open this up. Here's the thing. I want to get the other shit ready. This is today's old one. I'm going to move that one out of the way. Where's my test? Here we go. We're going to open this. COVID test, unopened. I'm going to take it out. Boom, boom. There's nothing on it. No lines like his. So this is a brand new spanker ranker. Okay. Somehow you open this. So this is ready. I don't want to spill it though, so I'll just open it in a second. Alright, my nose is starting to run, so we're going to do this. I'm going to go 3/4 of the way up. You see how far up it is? Oh my god. I've said 5 times in a circle. Okay. Now, I'm going to open this. This is a little thing here. I'm going to open the top first. I'm about to sneeze. You're going to put it in, and you're going to circle 15 times around. This is the part where Jay messed up, I think. I'm going to do 15 circles. Bang it out a couple times. Whatever. I thought you would like break it off and leave it in there, but no, you don't. So you do that, okay? Slowly brush 5 times in each nostril. Process the thing in here. You tap the tube vertically on the table and twist the large orange cap to open the tube. Insert the swab. Do 15 stirs. Where do you squeeze it from? Oh, it wants you to squeeze your thing like this. I want you to squeeze the Q-tip to get all your stuff out of it. Because I'm like, where do you squeeze? There. So squeeze the stuff off the Q-tip. Got it. Oh, maybe as you pull it out. Oh, as you pull it out, squeeze the swab. Screw the orange cap back on. Place the swab back into the package. Okay, so as you pull it out, they want you to squeeze it. I don't know how that works, but there. Okay. I'm going to put the orange cap back on. I'm going to put this back in the package. And now we're going to follow directions. We are going to add the sample to the blank thing now. And that is by taking the white cap off and dropping 3 drips into the bottom thing. It's right there. Now, that's what we're about to do. I'm gonna open this top only. And there we go. This is why Jay had no drips, because he didn't use the liquid until after I went in and said, hello, you can't put dry stuff on there. So we're gonna do 3 drips. 1, 2, and about 3, maybe 4. I think that's it. We'll do a couple more for good measure. And now we just wait. We just wait like a pregnancy test. I will let you know what my test results are in a couple of minutes. So the results are supposed to look like this. 15 minutes. Do not interpret your test until after 15 minutes. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Read your results. It'll be a C or a T. A positive result is a C and a T. A negative result is just the C. And an inconclusive result or invalid would be just the T. Ba-dow. There you go. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to leave the thing on for 15 minutes, and I'll be back in a jiffy. That's what it is. It's a 15-minute rapid. So they gave me these to retest the kids. So they got to be out of school for 5 days. They said Ari shouldn't return to school this week, even though he tested negative, because he should retest on Tuesday or Wednesday to see if he got it. So they assumed he was going to test positive after the fact, I guess. Go figure. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to wait 15 minutes. I don't see anything yet, so... Yeah, it says, do not try to read your test before 15 minutes, so I won't. I'm going to set the timer for 14 now, and I'll be back in a jiffy, okay? I'm going to cut out to my intro, my intro. Alrighty, so it's been a little over 15 minutes, but unfortunately, I have both lines, so I think I finally tested positive for the COVID. Oh my god, this is bullshit. Alright, let's look it up. Positive result, yep. 2 fucking lines. Look at this shit. Oh, wow. Wow. So that's pretty fucking annoying, eh? So I guess I have to quarantine. I guess I'm gonna have to clean my office so I can stay up here. I have to quarantine because the other kids are testing negative besides Nolly and AJ, like I said, so boo. I told you I was feeling sluggish, or maybe I didn't, but I was feeling sluggish yesterday, so I kind of knew I had to take this test again. But Thursday I tested negative, so remember that. And it's Monday. So just a few days later, and I'm positive. But it's not 5 days later after the person gives it to you. Like Angel had it at Christmas. His mom had it at Christmas, he had it at New Year's. So now it's been 25, 30 days. So it takes a while to get it. The 5 days is bullshit. Just a heads up. And now I gotta contact people I've been around since whenever. But Thursday I was negative, so it doesn't even make sense. So I guess I don't have to tell the people over the weekend, but maybe I do. I don't know how it works. Like, this is craziness. Super craziness. But I haven't been feeling like ill. Just like, and I'm always wearing my mask, you know that, so I just been like sluggish and like feeling extra like tired, but not sleeping 16 hours like my daughter or anything like that. So I guess I'm okay for now. I'll touch base with you again tomorrow and let you know how I feel. Plus I got a package to open. Well, yeah, and I got a bag. My package is still downstairs, but I do have a package to open, so. Hey, what's poppin'? My eyes are looking super swollen. I should have used my roller before I came up, but I wanted to touch base with you about my COVID experience, how I've been feeling since I tested positive the other day when I did the testing for you guys. I've been like sleeping a lot, super sleeping, and then the kids needed to test again because they tested negative Thursday, the same day I did, so I wanted them tested again, so I tested Ari, and he was negative. 1 line on the C there. And then I tested Tevaariss, and he was also negative again. This is his second negative test result at home. So then I was like, oh, maybe they just don't work. But mine was positive, so I'm like, I don't know. So I went, and Marianne had one that is from Walgreens. I'll show you what it looked like, because I took a picture of the Jesus. I took a picture of the box. This is what it looks like. It's purple box. It looks red, but it's a purple box. 2 tests, but I guess this one's like $25 for 2 tests, so this one is a better test kit. So unfortunately I took that one over there at Marianne's house too, and I'm still positive, so boo. So yeah, I couldn't really hang out once I tested positive over there, but she had been testing her and the kids like every day because D'Angelo took some pool test at school, and he came back positive anyway like a week ago, but so he's been out of school too, so everybody and their mama's kids are out of school these days, COVID. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. My arms feel a little bit heavy. Like, that's just how I feel. I don't feel like I have a fever or anything like that, though, so. Besides the sluggishness and the fatigue or whatever, I'm doing alright, people. I'm doing alright, so. Just wanted you to know, now, how I'm doing. Yep. The COVID experience, it's going on. I'll keep you posted. Make sure you know I'm still doing alright. Hopefully the rest of you are wearing masks, washing your hands, and staying safe out there. You know how I do. I'm back at the Pink Fashionista. I'll holla. Stay up. Stay healthy. Stay blessed. You know the rest.